Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I did bring two decks in, there they are, they're hiding. Let's do a reading. It is 10 to 11 p.m. 22:50 is the time. I thought we should have a quick reading. I'm not sure how quick, before we retire. That come up, was it yesterday? Yesterday morning. About retirement. Okay, I'm just getting some cards here, just in case I want to use them. But we're going to start with Archangel Oracle cards. I was singing Macy Gray. I'm singing it now. Here is my confession. I try to say goodbye and I choke. I try to walk away and I crumble. Or I stumble. I'm not sure of the words. My world crumbles when you are not here or near. I'm not sure of the words to that song. Anyway. These cards are flowing nice. They feel very light and they feel quick. Quick to the point, no chasing. Cooking MCs like a pound of bacon. I've cooked bacon this evening. Comfort food. Yeah. We have comfort. Archangel Azrael, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So my world crumbles when you are not here. It says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. You have not been forgotten. You are always on my mind. Okay, let's have a look at this, because there's a reason why I'm on so late. On a school night, well, a work night. Not that that's really relevant, but why am I on so late? Yes. Comfort. Even the strongest person experiences upsetting situations, and there's no shame in taking time to heal your heart. This is a good time for quiet reflection upon your true feelings. Write them down in a private journal and then call upon me to bring comfort to your heart and mind. I can help you sleep better at night and put your mind at ease. Hi Christine. Hello beautiful. Hello darling. So working with Archangel Azrael, Azrael's aura is a beautiful shade of vanilla cream, a very pale yellow tone. He surrounds grieving and dying persons with this loving light to bring them comfort. When Azrael is around, my chest is like wheezing. It hasn't been doing that, but I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. No. It's when I'm talking, I can hear it wheezing. But when I'm breathing, it's a little bit wheezy. Oh my goodness. Hold on, let me just cough this wheeze out. Let's cough this weasel out. Cheers to the channel of lovers. We have some cherry Coca-Cola this evening. Okay. When Azrael is around, you may see egg-shelled coloured twinkling lights in the room. The crystal creamy yellow calcite is collaborated to Azrael's energy. So holding or wearing this crystal may lend additional comfort. I was taken more to the, my attention was taken to this part. When Azrael is around you, you may see eggshell coloured twinkling lights in the room. Okay, I feel we might be feeling a bit alone. I was playing with the cards earlier on, briefly, but I started asking questions. I'm not going to do it now, but I can tell you the response to one of them. Before I started to do it, like, for real. So I was just playing with the cards, and it was like, what are you going through? What's going on? What are you going through at the moment? And the Five of Pentacles came out. And I was asking the masculines that question, and that's going through the transition, okay? Like, you feel like you're losing everything, so you might feel as if you're like, you want to die. It's a spiritual death you're going through. But as well as around people that are dying, transitioning, shall we say that? So the Five of Pentacles is that transition energy. And it's like, okay, you're going through the transition. And then in my mind, it was like, okay, let's start again. And we will do it, what's the Divine Masculine going through, what's the Divine Feminine going through. And so I put the card back in and I gave them a good shuffle. And I asked the question again to the Divine Masculine, what are you going through? And the Five of Pentacles came out again. And so they're going through it, feeling as if you're losing everything, not realising that on the other side of that is everything you've ever desired. A very comforting, peaceful life. But you do have to go through the transition. And it can be tough and brutal. These are thoughts that were coming through in my mind, like today, was how brutal the separation was, like separating myself from the toxicity, from my comfort zone, or what I thought was my comfort zone. Instead, it was more of a manipulation zone, a toxic zone, but it felt comfortable. And there was no kind of, well, let's say there's no real valid reason to give the people that you're wanting to withdraw from, for one, without hurting their feelings, because the valid reason is, I don't like your energy. You're not good for my growth. How do you say that to somebody? You're not good for me. You're not good for my growth. I don't like your energy. I don't want to be around it. I don't want to witness it. I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to be a part of it. One of the hardest things to do, because you soon realise there's quite a bit of culling to do. Anyway, Christine, yeah, I feel like I'm dying, literally. Well, there you have it. It's not a laughing matter, but you will get through this. I gotta get through this. I gotta get through this. Okay, I've got the enchanted map here. Let's see what card wants to come out. Rescue in reverse. Let's see what the message is. So we have comfort. Rescue in reverse. The quote is, you are always safe and secure and free to be yourself. Okay, the reverse meaning. Are you trying to rescue another? Do you believe your love can change someone and miraculously heal this person? Or are you waiting to be rescued? Do you believe that someone will sweep you off your feet and take away all your troubles? Reverse, the rescue card cautions you against romanticising your situation right now. Look closely and see reality as it is, rather than the illusion of how you'd like it to be. You need to step back and rescue yourself. Trust that Spirit will guide you to expose the illusion. Wow. I've just picked up that it says it, that it's going to guide you to expose the illusion. So trust that Spirit will guide you to expose the illusion so that you may discern the difference between truth and fantasy. Christine, definitely not a laughing matter, but I've got this. Yeah, of course you have, darling. Yeah. You're under divine guidance, divine care. Hi, Rickroll. Hello. Can I ask you a question about my life? You can do. Best person to ask a question to about your life is yourself, though, but go for it. Okay. Let's go to the Lover's Oracle. Thanks, by the way. I like your voice. Thank you. The divine gave it to me. Okay, here's the card. My nail varnish, I'm just going to talk about my nail varnish because I think it's lasted pretty well. I mean, it's not that chipped until today. I've been picking a lot of stickers off of things today. So I've had a sticker picking day. My choice. Was I ever loved by my ex or he cheated on me? Beautiful colour. Thank you. Rick Vole, do you feel that you were loved by your ex? By your ex? By your ex? A lot here about self-love, Rick Vole. Was I ever loved by my ex? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time and nothing is missing. I felt so for years, but then he disappeared on me. I wonder why. The fear of intimacy, the fear of love. I wonder why. I wonder why we hold on with tears in our eyes, my beloved. Rick Rowe, I wanted to say all the answers that you seek are within. It's whether or not you trust what's coming through and who's speaking, whether or not it's your ego or your higher self. And if you feel that's for you, Rick Rowe, take it for you. Claim it. You've got to stop doubting the messages that are coming through, as in spiritually, telepathically. If you ask, was that for you? Would you like this message to be for you? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. But you're obviously feeling that something is missing. Claim it. Claim it. But what I was going to say to you was, all the answers that you seek are within, okay? Have the conversation with yourself, your higher self. And I was going to say, repeat this. Please, God, show me the truth. Tell me the truth, no matter how beautiful it may be. Do you know, this looks like someone who's actually hiding underneath a cardboard box and they're poking out at the bottom there with their telescope. Okay, the next message. Looks like someone who's got love on the brain, love in the face. They've got some cranky hair going on here. That's what I saw. Their hair's all up on end. Okay. But their face is just like this massive love heart. The look of love. Okay. Transformation. So going through the transition with the Five of Pentacles that I've picked up, and it was clarified when I asked the question again. And I was shuffling the cards, you know, for a while for it to be shuffled in now. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. We get one more. Okay. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. I feel here this is about finding the balance within your life. Like a great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. A great relationship is not one that just challenges you. Well, there you go, Rickroll. I do feel God saying he would restore everything, and so it is. Can you just believe that's what you're feeling, hearing? God has said he will restore balance. Hallelujah. Let's leave it in the hands of the divine then. He will restore balance. Let's get some more messages. I've got the Channel of Love cards now. Make a wish. Yes, I can feel that. I believe so. And that's what the key is. It's all about your belief. Oh, lovely. Make a wish. Isn't it? Isn't it lovely? Isn't she lovely? Look at this. Isn't she wonderful? Someone's in their romantic feelings. I do want God to take full control of my life and lead me. I hope you're ready for that, Rickroll. Hand all your life over to God. He's going to do some clearing away. Mr. Casanova. Okay, coming in quickly. Why? Because he's addicted. And the blending's occurred, look. How lovely energy. The blending here, which is temperance, followed by feminine compassion, which is the strength card. 1111. Nicely done, the divine says. Or we say to the divine, nicely done. Thank you so much. This means a lot to me. You are very welcome. You're just, you came here, you found us, and you're here for our collective reading. And if it resonates, claim it. Right, the secret agent. Now, does this mean that somebody's like undercover, spying? Or what is the secret agent? I've told you it's your belief. Whatever you believe, you are correct, okay? You will manifest whatever you believe. Look at that, I've put that in. P.S. So we've got an extra, like, snippet of wisdom for you. Could I explain Casanova? Casanova's this, when I wrote that card, I wrote that as somebody who's very charged up, very sexually charged up, they're going to come in and sweep you off of your feet. I don't really feel an energy of them then disappearing afterwards, although that can be a kind of a Casanova energy. Not that they're... it's more like a supernova energy. It just kind of comes in, takes you off guard. It's the Knight of Wands. So he does want passion, romance. I don't feel that this is a lover who is cheating, because that's one of your fears, Rickroll. You stated it. So all the time you have a fear of your divine lover cheating, I mean, stop being a menace to yourself, because you don't want to manifest that. So focus on your own lovableness, romance yourself, be your own best lover, be the person that you're seeking. And be that person to yourself. And the reward is them showing up. But show up for yourself first. Is that the snippet that I had? And the addicted energy, well, that is the devil energy. Might as well face it, you're addicted to love. You know, when you just have that one person on your mind, like constantly on your mind, you're thinking about them. And you know that you have an addiction. I mean, it's worse than that. It's worse than an addiction, an obsession. It's rare. It's unique. an addicted wish. So if you focus on your addiction all the time, I mean, you're going to manifest that. You're putting a lot of good, positive energy out there. It's a desire. It feels good. And the divine wants us to feel good. Obviously, if you're focusing on your worst fears, then you're going to... but they're just the same as wishes, aren't they? You're still putting it out there. So don't wish for your worst fear to happen. Wish for the best. I appreciate your explanation. It's absolutely fine. I wrote these cards, so I know what the feeling is behind them. It makes sense to you now. That's good. Let's go to some oracle cards. Well, what we'll do is, there's only 2 decks that I added to the cards I already had in here, which was the Archangel Oracle cards, and the other deck was the Mother Mary Oracle cards. So we'll get a message from the Mother Mary, because this may just be wrapping up this portion here. And normally the Oracle message will bring it all together and will make soul sense, I want to say. It'll make sense to your soul. So let's see what the Divine Mother Mary's essence, energy, what message she has. The cards are lovely and light. Our Lady of Radiant Grace, card number 33. I was told that the other day, that my voice is very soothing. That's good, isn't it? Okay. Our Lady of Radiant Grace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. 33, it took me to Christ consciousness. That's the double digits. Anyway, 33. Also, I found out, like, it's a life path number, so you can find out what your life path number is if you add together the dates. So for me, it would be 2 plus 7, because we do our days before our months in the UK, rather than the you do guys in America and elsewhere do the month before your birth date. So for me, it'd be 27. So 2 plus 7. I'm born in the 4th month, April. So me to a 10. So I'm a life path number 1. But I was having a look at this, and they actually said, like, that there's 12 life path numbers, and I thought, okay, how is this so? If we just bring it up, because if I'm a 10 and we don't even class 10, it goes down to a 1. It's because your life, if you kind of don't combine them, break them down anymore, if your life path number is 11, 22 or 33. Your life path number 7? Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not even really sure what my one is. I think it's kind of perfect for me. So, and 33 is your favourite number? Well, there you are. There's the synchronicity. Christ consciousness, yes. I think it's 4. Okay. Anyway, I'm a life path number 7. Yep, so I'm a number 1. You're a Pisces, okay, by the way. So you are a water sign. I'm a Taurus, an earth sign. I find that I connect with all signs, though. You can kind of look at that as being, if we're taken to like 12 life path numbers, 12 star signs, but I'm a fixed sign. So if you take the world card, it has the 4 fixed signs from each category, should we say that? So for water, it will be Scorpio, and for earth, it will be Taurus. For air signs, it will be Aquarius, and for fire signs, it will be Leo. And on that world card, it's kind of, there's a feminine in the middle of the world, And I always look at that as being the suggestion of being, should we say, the fifth element or the 13th star sign. It means that you are whole. So I try not to focus too much on individual star signs because, well, we are whole. But you will resonate. I resonate with being a Taurus. And if that's your way to connect is through following star signs and astrology, then that's awesome. I always like to do star sign readings. I was only thinking about that earlier. But when I do, I just feel like they're just a continuation of the story. So it's, I feel you can take something from all of it. But I do watch like Taurus star sign readings. Yeah, it's not like I would choose another star sign to watch if I was going to watch it. But for me personally, I just feel that there's like a link to all of them. Well, we are one, aren't we? We can separate ourselves if you wish by star signs and all that kind of stuff. Hey Cynthia, good evening, darling. Oh, we just finished meditating on our Gateway Oracle cards. Ah, love you, peanut butter. Thank you. That's different. My Emily told me that she had some black currants. I couldn't say the words. Black currants. Black currants. Some black currant jam with peanut butter, and she said it was absolutely delicious. So I just thought I'd point that out. Oh, the stars and luminaries is how I say that. Aspects and all of that. The crazy world of astrology. Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's read this message. Lady, Our Lady of Radiant Grace. Card number 33. The descent of my grace changes everything. Your body, your mind, and your soul are brought to life in new ways, and freedom opens up to you. Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release... I'm really sorry, I'm just finding it... I'm struggling a little bit, challenging to get my words out. Cheers. Cheers. Right, let's... Can you release your familiarity with and attachment to old ways of being? Can you release your expectation of enslavement and control? You are my child. When you place your trust in me, I allow no one to harm you, no thing to confine your spirit. You are free to live wildly and expansively. There shall be no prison for your soul, beloved of mine. Your soul shall be in love with the earth and fly free. Okay. So let's have a look and see. Okay, I just didn't feel like we wanted to be looking at that card all the time, but there's something here. Maybe this part here. Rick rolled. What did God say? I do feel God saying he would restore everything. Balance. Okay, so let's have a... I'm not sure if we just want to be looking at this word here. I don't really know what's going on and why I'm faffing around here. Just having a look at what Cynthia's put. Yes, I've been trying to get some warm air into the bottom of my tummy. Such a heavy chest, about 20 minutes or so now. Interesting, because actually I've been sitting with Megan and Jamie, and I noticed Jamie was breathing extremely loud. I didn't say anything. I did look over to see whether or not he'd fallen asleep, and he hadn't. And then Megan pipes up and she went, "Babe, you're really breathing really loud tonight. And he was like, what did you say? She said, you're breathing really loud tonight. And I said, you are, Jamie. And obviously he become a bit conscious. I said, but you carry on. I mean, it's not an issue, but you're breathing a lot louder than normal. And he said it was like about being congested. And he's been like it for, it comes and goes. It's been like it for a while. I've not noticed it before, but I did tonight. So that's interesting. Okay. Yeah, he promised me restoration ages ago. Did you forget that he promised you that then? Because if he promised you restoration ages ago and then you've been doubting it again and you forgot his promise, then you're just going to mess up your own manifestation. So trust what he says. If he's promised you restoration and to bring balance back in, to restore things, okay. Christine, I have a butterfly tattoo I got 10 years ago. And I didn't have a reason till a few days ago. It makes sense. I'm like a big, beautiful butterfly. Got to think with my head more than my heart. Oh. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. If you've got to think more with your head more than your heart. I think you follow your heart. But thinking more of your head. Because some of that's like kind of, how do I explain it? What's kind of been programmed into the brain. So if you're thinking with your head in that way, using your brain, it could be, it depends on your programming. And if the ego is still quite active. Where the brain, the mind, if we're talking with the mind, got to think with my head more than my heart. It's taking me to this. Here, I got to think with my head more than my heart. But I'm thinking, okay, that's good. If you allow divine intuition to flow through your brain, which is a receiving station for divine guidance, and you can differentiate, is that the right word, between what's ego talking and what's your higher self and loving talking, then yeah, you gotta think. Okay, think. I hope that made sense. What I just said. Let's have a look. Cynthia, that song, the whole thing, though, not just the meme, laugh out loud. I'm not sure what that's relating to, but right, the men and boys they have. The men and boys they have. That's interesting because Boys to Men was coming through. I think it was yesterday. And I'm thinking, okay, well, first of all, I started singing, I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I'll hold you tight, baby, all through the night. And then it went into like, we belong together, and you know that I'm right. Why do you play with my heart? Why do you play with my mind? Can't go that high, yeah. Said we'll be forever. And then we was going to the end of the road. So now we've come to the end of the road. Anyway, still I can't let go. It's so natural. You belong to me, I belong to you. There you go. So, Boys to Men. That's what we're looking for. The boys to evolve into men. Right, okay. I'm supposed to be stepping into silence at this moment. But ha ha ha, who told you you're supposed to be stepping into silence? Okay, shh, shh. Right, till the end. Off. Right, I'm going to stop reading the chat now. Let's get this. Let's get this reading out, okay? And then I might be able to pull some more. I can do what I want. We might have time to pull some more cards because what's the time now? 23:25. P.S. I love you. Like an animal that has been wounded and must learn to release aggression and distrust in order to know love and tenderness, we too must learn how to trust again and again. The nature of modern culture is that it tries to kill the soul and break the spirit. We are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. So that Five of Pentacles energy, so I'm just rewinding now to 36 minutes ago when I said, I was telling you the story about the Five of Pentacles and how that can be tough, okay, to break free from the manipulation. What has become our comfort zone. So we are pushed and prodded into fitting into stereotypes, humbled into believing we are not enough, just as we are, and manipulated into believing we must buy our way into status in order to have worth. I actually feel like someone's really upset because I feel I can't get my words out because it's like my mouth's trembling, my lips are trembling, so, okay. We've got this, you've got this, we've got this, the divine has this in order. Well, you're here for a reason, Rickroll. I have a feeling this message is for me. Take it on board, please. The body is humiliated by comparisons and judgments, and the spirit is divided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, look at this message. Though we are physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time, nothing is missing. So the spirit is divided by beliefs that if you cannot see or touch it physically, then it isn't real. You aren't in the real world if you believe in spiritual matters, and you are delusional and naive if you aim to live from love rather than from scarcity, power games and fear. This is a part of the test of being human. We were born to rise above these humiliations and disparagements, to become stronger than them, wiser than them, and in doing so, we help liberate others as well, showing the way, a more authentic and healing way to live. We were born not to fear our bodies and deny our spirits, but to love the earth and fly with the wings of the Holy Mother's grace. Amazing grace. Even with powerful and marvellous wings upon our back, and the perfect current in the air through which to soar into freedom and exhilaration, if we do not trust enough to leap, all that comes to nothing. To live into our divine destiny, which is so much nobler, more compassionate, kind, emotionally rich, creative, and rebellious than modern culture would have us believe, we need to trust. We need to trust that we are enough and that we are worthy of receiving. This is not some misplaced sense of entitlement or belief that the world owes us, or that the suffering of others only matters, if at all, when we have all our own needs met. The spiritual grace of the Holy Mother does not revolve around immature tantrums or thwarted egos. The ability to receive what this oracle speaks of, requires the genuine, heart-centered realization that the divine lives and breathes as us and wants to come into full expression through all that we are, unique talents and quirky visions included. For that trust to manifest and for us to be freed from self-imposed prisons that would lock us into fearful doubt and confusion, we need the radiant grace of Our Lady. That radiant grace is sunlight, cutting through cloud and illuminating the earth in golden light. That grace is the joyful gasp that erupts from your lips when you witness a spontaneous, beautiful moment in the natural world. That is the grace that lifts us. We see that the door on the cage we once believed ourselves to be locked within is actually not locked at all. That grace is the chappelle we need to kick the door open and dare to step outside. It is the Divine Mother standing on the other side of the unlocked cage door that we have just kicked open, beckoning us to join her. She stands there in a lush field of wild flowers, hair blowing in the wind, calling to us. She says, "Come here, beloved of mine, step into this wild world with me. We have so much to share together and with the rest of the world. Let's go rattle some cages. Freedom awaits all of my children." This oracle comes to you at a time when, whether you are conscious of it or not, a greater spiritual embodiment is upon you. This will take great courage to accept. You are not necessarily feeling control or understand some of the changes in relationships and life circumstances that happen as a result of this greater divine presence manifesting within your being. These changes are manifesting through the Mother's grace to allow for you to be free. Remember that freedom does not mean being alone. Freedom comes with a sense of living your destiny without obstruction. That will include having deep and connective relationships with that feed and nourish the soul. Allow the Mother to flow into your heart and be with you as you trust in what is unfolding now through her radiant grace. Hey, 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 Moon Cookie. Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. Hey, hey, hey to the channel of love. Cheers, Lucy. Cheers, Moon Cookie, darling. Cherry Coca-Cola tonight. Cheers. It's 2333, so 11:33 is the time, PM. Let's put this away and we shall just get some more cards and see. You needed this message? Okay. The Divine knew. Message received. Okay. Moon Cookie, I'm hosting a happy hour here at my home. I went to put music from the YouTube on the big screen and saw that you're live. I'm waving to everyone and there's no one here. Happy hour. Happy hour. Oh, dearie me. Happy hour. Okay, I'm trying to put these enchanted maps away, and oh my goodness, the cards are like, okay, so I've got some cards here that have kind of come out. They've just fallen on the floor and turned themselves in reverse. We will use them. I just want to put my cards away. Right. We'll look at those, I think. So there's two different decks there. Okay, guys. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. Right, let's have a look what's going on here. I feel a bit gassy now because I've been guzzling Coke. The Empress. The Divine Feminine's energy. Now, it looks like she's holding a microphone as if to say, can you just tell me what's going on? Do you want to tell me what's going on? Cheers, Christine, darling. Yeah, over to you, Divine Masculine. So, I don't feel they're Divine Masculine's cards. I think I'm having a look at these cards here. Because they're open, aren't they? They're not undercover. I mean, it doesn't look like they're great cards. Dragon's Lair. Ghostlands. Picking up the time here as well. And intention. Okay, 22. So let's have a look at this. What are your intentions, Divine Masculine? Or what are you intending? What are you attending to with an A? Let's have a look at this. Card number 19. Let's read this message. Where's the book for this, please? I don't know what's going on with the lisp. Maybe somebody has a bit of a lisp. I've definitely got a lisp. I'm lisping tonight. Okay. You are always protected and divinely directed. You have a remarkable internal warning system that lets you know when things are out of alignment. You're about to enter dangerous territory, so tread carefully and be aware of your surroundings. The path you're on now is one that will challenge you to the core. That said, peril is also exciting and exhilarating, like the danger you feel before you enter a new relationship. So, like the danger you feel when you're entering a new relationship, knowing that you'll be changed forever. A life lived fully isn't lived only in safety. A new experience is calling to you, one that will test your courage. The choice is yours, but there is greater value in risk-taking than remaining unchallenged. New territories are waiting to be discovered. Okay. Ghostlands, card number 17. You can learn from the past and imagine a beautiful future, but you must live in the here and now. Whenever you set your sights too far ahead, you run the risk of losing your footing, for rarely do the present and future match up exactly on the enchanted map that is your life story. The future has no substance right now. It is a place that has no grounding as of yet. You can't live there, yet you can take measured steps toward a goal or dream. These steps are important now. The same goes for nostalgia. You can look into the past wistfully and remember beautiful moments or revisit lessons learned. However, you can't live there, nor can you go back and change what was. Yesterday is gone forever. Live fully in the present. The now is the most powerful place to put your attention. Its magic reaches out in every direction, further than the heart and soul can see. So the now is the most powerful place to put your attention. I just dropped the book on the floor because I'm going next to, where is your attention? What is your intention? 22. Deliberate, clear intentions have the power to change your world. Your objectives will be fulfilled at this time. Inspired intentions are like magic arrows shot into the air. The universe is bringing you a gift, showing you that you're hitting your mark. Recognize that you're not the one who has to do all the work, however. Others help you co-create reality. You connect to the power of your intention, sending it out into the field, and then allow for synchronicity to work its magic. Perhaps the good intentions of others will inspire you to send out beautiful ones of your own. Own the life you want to lead. and live deliberately with clarity and detachment. That's so nice, because Rick Roll, you sent some intentions out there. I will not resist God's work in my life. Rather, I'm just going to give you a little, because you've got some negative words in there. Not is a negative word. Resist is a negative word. And the universe, the divine, the law of attraction, energy, it will, it doesn't really know, so it could pick that up as you're wanting to resist God's work. So let's take them words out. I would personally change it to, I will allow God's work in my life. Easy as that. And little pointers like that, little things that you can just gradually take out to help yourself along the way. I will allow God's work in my life. And then just allow. Okay, what's on the other side then? Let's get another card. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Now this is it's interesting because the Empress is an embodiment of all the four queens. So the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands. But the Queen of Pentacles is the nurturer. She's the comforter. She can kind of do, she could do everything. Everything, and do it so gracefully. She is the wife energy. She is the good all-rounder. So let's have a look at these cards here. We have flying, and we have one ring circus. So let's check out this card here. Flying. Quite different to these. This energy here, it feels as if like she's elevated, illuminated herself, because the one ring circus talks about you're going solo. You're taking care of you and your needs. So let's have a look at this, card number 20. You have the power to see things from a higher perspective. If you were a bird flying high in the air, I was going to say high in the sky, but if you were a bird flying high in the sky, okay, so now I'm going to share this song actually, just because I do enjoy it. Okay. Castle in the Sky, Bruno Mars. Anyway, I will share that on the community tab afterwards. Fly, fly. Drink till I'm drunk, I smoke till I'm high. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life's challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. How beautiful. Oh, low power mode. Let's have a look. Underneath is One Ring Circus, card number 15. You are capable and competent. Independence is key now as you step into your journey today. Others may not have the vision or resources that you need. Recognise that all the wisdom you've acquired along the way makes you particularly competent, capable of moving forward with assurance. Self-reliance is important. Another aspect to consider is creating and maintaining clear boundaries between you and another. Be discerning about your partnerships at this time. When you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin. What's going on with the voice? Okay. So when you know who you are and have a healthy sense of where you end and others begin, you're able to enter into the best kind of relationships and will attract people who mirror back your wholeness, full stop. Interdependent relationships are always mutually supportive, stimulating and transformative. You can achieve anything at this time. Okay, we're going to get this reading wrapped up. Bottom of the deck is a masculine here, needing to make a decision. Now, how these cards are put out, you can maybe take this as the lady is in control of it all, and it could be a karmic energy, having control over this masculine, and this could be, this is a lovely nurturing energy here, with the Queen of Pentacles. I mean, this should be the wife. It's just obviously with the flying energy here. Anyway, Seven of Cups. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. I've got these purple cards here. Let's pull a couple of these cards. And then we'll finish with a Rumi message. That's it. And I think I'll get off to bed. I'm watching the manifestation, jeez. I'm watching the manifestation unfold. I am ready. After long deliberation, I have made a decision, a good one. It was in reverse though. I plan on resurrecting this decision, but I plan on, it's a bit all over the place, isn't it? I plan on resurrecting this decision, okay? After long deliberation, I have made a decision, a good one. Haven't you made a bad one? It's in reverse. But you're going to be resurrecting this decision, okay? We have I am in love with you. You are all I think about. It's in reverse. In reverse, I can spiritually see what is happening, but I'm not allowed to intervene. And I'm happiest when I think of you. I can't hide the smirk on my face. I do feel, because these were in reverse, these two as well, it's all kind of having a look at this ghost lands, having a look at your relationships, Dragon's Lair. You entering dangerous territory here. Yeah. I'm in love with you. You're all I think about. I don't think so, because I think masculine's really feeling about this person who he wishes was his wife. You are so calm and serene, and nothing seems to unsettle you. This wasn't in reverse. Okay, let's finish with a Rumi message, because all that's coming through is only the masculine knows what I'm talking about. Who I'm talking about. They're the ones that live in their minds, with their consciousness. Just make sure you keep yours clear. Clear and crisp and clean and sharp. You're on the ball. Okay. Let's finish with a Rumi message. Thank you for joining me this evening. We have Divine Discontent. This came out not long ago. We will read it. Card number 12. Okay, so the number of the Hanged Man. Winter falls upon us, a spring can bring new growth. Cry the tears, allow the longing, sadness brings surrender, and a deep desire to be free. I know your heart, I hear it breaking and groaning in darkest nights when you imagine yourself to be silently cast adrift in sleep. So interesting how I mentioned like myself and my daughter hearing Jamie's like breathing being different. Something's amiss. It speaks to me, that sacred heart of yours, whispering its longing and bemoaning its divine discontent. It knows when something is amiss. It senses that something is not right as yet. There is a piece of the puzzle missing. Even in its tremendous gratitude for all that is, and there is much gratitude and sweet appreciation in that precious heart of yours, there is a murmuring, a questing. It cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing. I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please, restore me to wholeness. Wow. What did you say? God was going to restore everything. I've got to go back to look what the wordings. I know. So I asked God to take back his promise of restoration. I said, I want a normal life and live on my own. That's interesting, isn't it? Where it was taken back and then we're changing that. So I think, yeah, Rick Roll, hopefully this is making a lot of sense for you. So it cries out to heaven, vouchsafe me a blessing, I cannot go on. I am broken and in need of your tenderness for healing. I am empty and in need of filling, not with stuff and bits, but with the most precious nectar of divine fulfillment. Nothing else will satisfy me. Please, please restore me to wholeness. I can bear this missing piece, this broken disarray no longer. I listen and I cajole that wise heart of yours. I praise it for its beauty and longing, for the longing is an irresistible perfume to the beloved, attracting the only salve that will soothe the divine discontent of your truth-speaking heart, that of divine presence, absolute and unquestionable. There is a sense within you, perhaps quite obvious to your conscious mind, or perhaps only dimly registered as an unnameable underlying sense of anxiety, that something in your life is not quite right. It may be the sense, even amongst so much gratitude, of a yearning yet to be met, a longing yet to be fulfilled and satisfied. This is the pain of the awakening heart. That heart is capable of bliss and ecstatic reverence for the sheer beauty and wonder of creation. Yet, as the heart matures, there will be a process of deep passionate longing that awakens for the divine. It is the impatience for the caress of the great lover, for the presence of the divine to come to you. Over time, that longing will grow from a mild inner sense of incompleteness, needing to become whole. It will develop into a holy fever, a sacred rage, a stamping of dancing feet, a pounding of fists upon the altar, and a longing so deep and distressing that one may well break into tears at the impossibility of bearing the pain of apparent separation for even a moment longer. Where is my beloved? Cries the awakening heart. I call for my beloved, and yet I am here, still waiting. I can stand this no longer. As devotion grows and passion for the divine intensifies, so too does this yearning, so much so that this may come to feel as though your heart is breaking for the divine. Or perhaps you are not quite there yet. Your heart is attached to smaller gods, such as your status, your job, your lover, your body looking a certain way, or being able to live your life in a particular way. These smaller gods are not necessarily an issue, yet you have drawn this oracle, and so it is guidance for you that the divine wants to draw you closer. Sometimes that means we will have the migraine meal wrestled from our hands, so we may feast upon something far more delectable and grand. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. If there is a face of another beloved preventing you from longing for the divine embrace, and if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, well then, something will be done by heaven. So make your relationships sacrosanct, seek the divine in all things. When you cannot, when the power of lesser gods has you in its grip, acknowledge it, bear witness to it, do not chastise, instead be truthful. Let your heart break and lie prostrate on the floor, hands clutching the head, bowed as though only your sadness and plight could stir the heart of the divine beloved into descent of succour and grace, saving you from a life far too bland for your exquisite Epicurean palate. Just don't misinterpret the pain and think that something really is wrong. If you are surrounded by status and money and cannot understand why you should mourn, it is even more important that you allow yourself to do so. Mourning is to be felt, understanding is not so relevant. But if you must seek understanding, then know this, dear blazing angel, you are just waking from the deepest slumber, and with your awakening heart, you are realizing a truth. A part of you, deeper and wider, vaster and more instinctive, truthful and intelligent than your mind, is lonely for its divine embrace, for the divine embrace. This is right, this is sensible, this is sanity. It is the pain, the real noble pain of the heart that says there is something more than this inadequacy, this settling for plastic instead of precious gemstones that must end now. I cannot be fed by pixelated sunsets in animation upon my computer screen. I yearn to be blasted by so much radiance and beauty, by the real thing, that I become stupefied. I must witness so much divine splendour that all I can utter is some incoherent grunt, my mind assembled and my heart ignited by the presence of my beloved. I want to become a fumbling, ecstatic wreck in the presence of my beloved. I want to allow this pain, this yearning, this divine discontent to guide me to my holy lover, so my life may never be the same again. And so it shall be. The discontent divine growing within you is the beginning, not the destiny. Its purpose is to lead you into your greatest connection yet with divinity. Do not resist it, witness it. Do not dismiss it, trying to cover up its smell with rose petals. Let your rank discontent be the pathway to divinity. Look beyond what is, what has been prized and treasured, and is now found to be plated, and not the precious gold it was once esteemed to be. Don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sights, though. I have you in my sights, though you may not see me yet. I'm holding a loaf of... Oh my God, it's so funny. I will tell you why it's so funny. Well, I'll tell you now. Because the stand can shake, because I've got it placed onto like an ottoman, a long footstool. There you go, and on an ottoman here. And to stop the, I'm actually using like some cards here that I found, playing cards to hold the stand straight. But what I was going to actually hold it with was a slice of bread that's been left over from dinner. So there were 4 slices of bread, but only 3 were taken. And I thought, I can't show you this slice of bread and butter. There you go. Can I tempt you with some bread and butter? Oh. We had a full English fry-up. So some nice bread and butter to go with that. Let's carry on with this. So don't be scared, for you are my sidekick on this great holy adventure. I am here, you see, just around the corner. I have you in my sights, though you may not see me yet. I am holding a loaf of fresh bread, hot from the kitchen of the Creator, hoping to entice you with its wafting scent, tempting you to follow me on towards something of far more substance. If you are still stuck on pine-scented air fresheners, imagining it is anything akin to the wild scent of the pine forest for real, then how can I tempt you? Let the stench be the stench, then the fragrance of God can be discerned, and together we can leave what is left behind once and for all, grabbing like hungry schoolchildren for the divine bread with sweet rich scent filling the air. Okay guys, there's your reading for this evening. It was not a short reading at all. Okay, we are now into Tuesday. It is 0003, 3 minutes past midnight, and I'm going to go and have to just unwind. I'm not that unwound up. I'm going to just go and have some, take some of Cynthia's guidance and have some quiet silence time now before we enter the realm of dreams. Okay, although dreams are here in reality, this is true. I'm going to go now because I'm just like kind of, I don't know, uttering nonsense. I love you all dearly. Take care. Have a lovely evening.